Welcome to the next episode of the Ramblin Rebels podcast. Today, we're going to have Dedric Lastie and Brock Bourgeois. Right here, we have Dedric Lastie, the junior running back from Riverside Academy, who's rushed for over 2,000 yards this season. So, Dedric, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Dedric. I love football. Love my teammates. Yeah, I'm proud of how this team came together and how far we came.
All right, so tell us a little bit about what was the preparation like through the summer and like just to get to this point.
It was all hard work and dedication. Starting off from the 110s, nobody quit. Everybody kept coming back. Nobody started missing. We just started being consistent. Everybody knew we had the same end goal, and that end goal was where we are now.
Right. So, tell us a little bit about your success. Rushing for 2,000 yards. I mean, you had a big chip on your shoulder trying to fill the shoes of Elijah Davis, who is now at UL.
My success, it started with the O-line. The O-line, y'all gelled together, and that helped me because when y'all are doing good, of course I'm going to look good. So it starts with the O-line. And I'm wide with the receivers. The receivers, they had lots of good blocks for me. So that gave me all the bigger runs that y'all see. And with the chip on my shoulder, I really try not to compare myself to other people. So I was always gonna work hard. And Coach Lee, he really pushed me because he knew and he seen the potential that I had.
So, rushing for 2,000 yards on not that many carries, you get 10 yards per carry. Do you have any outlook on after high school going to play somewhere?
Yeah, I want to play in college.
Any colleges looking at you?
Not that I know of.
So, on this podcast, we like to talk about food. What's some food places that you like out here?
Places?
Yeah.
Bro, I ain't gonna cap to you. I like Subway.
You like Subway?
I love Subway.
Damn. So what about Subway do you like? Like, what do you get?
My order exclusive.
Your order's exclusive? You can't.
Exclusive.
So, a little bit apart from Subway, like restaurants, like anywhere, like New Orleans, like what's your go-to place? You going out? You looking fresh? Where you going to?
There's this place in New Orleans. It's called Neows.
Neows. What is this like?
Look
What does
good.
it consist of?
Everything. Literally everything. Everything you need, soul food wise. They have seafood, everything.
Really?
Really.
What's your go-to thing there?
The red beans, pressure.
Word.
Red beans. They have seafood, seafood mac. They have crawfish balls. Pressure. What else? I forgot the name of it. It's like a dessert. It's a sweet potato mixed with something else. It's so good.
A sweet potato mixed with someone else?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that sounds good. You making me hungry over here.
I'm telling you.
So, you talked about that O-line. You got me on there, Amari. You don't have a bad O-line. Do you think next year that your success will have a little bit of a downfall because those guys are leaving?
Not at all. I mean, with the younger O-linemen, I mean, it's gonna take time for them to learn. But I feel like once they learn it, they can get it. It's gonna be the same.
I got you. So, who would you say is like your mentor and that helped you get to where you are?
Like, what you mean?
Like, who helped you along the way of getting to where you are, rushing for 2,000 yards, gonna probably be an all-state back?
Like you saying, like on the coaching staff wise?
Anybody.
Coach Dre.
Coach Dre?
Coach Dre.
What has he done to help you?
He always instilled confidence in me. Like, even when I fell down, he was still telling me I'm one of the best backs in the state. He was telling me that I could do it. Before the season even started, we set our goals, and he said I was going to rush for 2,000 yards.
Right. Was there like a bigger goal than just 2,000 yards? Like, did you have like a more ultimate goal?
Getting to the championship. That's everybody's ultimate goal.
Right.
I hope.
How do you feel about being in the state championship right now? How's like the practices and all that?
It's mind blowing. I mean, it's really what you dream for, to play in the state championship. And not everybody get the chance to play in the state championship. And I am. Well, we are.
Right. So, what is like the practice environment like?
The energy is high. Everybody happy. Good practices. Coaches. Everything intense. I mean,
Has the coaches like changed anything about the practices, or is it just an intensity change?
not really. I mean, the intensity been high, but like it's a different kind of intensity because everybody knew this the last game. It's win or lose. So,
Tell us a little bit about the Vermilion Catholic game going into the locker room after the rain.
it
How
all
was
about-
that for the team?
I mean, it really showed how mature we are because that really takes like a really high focus. Like
Right.
you have to stay focused during that time. How long were we in there?
We were
Like,
in there an hour and a half.
Yeah, hour and a half. So imagine coming off the field and sitting in the locker room for an hour and a half. You have to be mature for that. And our team, we stayed focused. We came out the locker room and we did what we had to do.
So, sophomore quarterback Brock Bourgeois, tell us a little bit about him and how you feel about him doing this, taking on this big role after Luke Hemel left. He's only a sophomore. How do you feel about that?
Brock, that's my guy. I mean, I knew it was gonna be like a lot on his back because he's a sophomore quarterback leading the team, but he's doing his best. I always talk to him. I say everybody mess up, so don't worry about the mess up. Just worry about the next play.
Right. What about those 8th graders that y'all have playing for y'all? Chris Becknell, Kenrick Johnson.
I mean, they ballers. I mean, I been knew they was gonna be ballers since playing on the park. It was just a matter of time before it started to show up, and they showing it at a young age right now.
Right. I remember playing park ball with you. You was the running back. Everybody had to, And it's crazy being here with y'all boys in the state championship. We all been playing together for about 8 years.
For real.
I know. It's just really crazy. You got anything else you want to say, Dedric?
Not really.
All right. Thank you for being on here. Okay, so I'm here with Jaedon Butler, defensive back for Riverside Academy. How you doing, Jaedon Butler?
Doing pretty good, and you?
I'm doing well. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, as you know, my name is Jaedon Butler. I play football for the school. I also play basketball and I run track. 6 foot, flat. I weigh about 180. I like to do a lot of cool stuff like play video games. I love sleeping. But just in general, I got a couple hobbies like shopping, sleeping, video games. Just simple stuff like that. I'm really into shoes. I buy a lot of shoes. I'm sort of into fashion, you can say.
I got you. So, Jaedon Butler, I want you to tell me a little bit about the Rebels' success on defense these past 4 weeks in the playoffs. What has the preparation been for that, and what was the intensity change?
Intensity change, it hasn't changed at all, to be honest. We came into the season knowing that we wanted to be a good defense, and we've stuck by that. Practice has always been the same. We haven't changed up anything. We haven't changed up the physicality. Our motto is we run and we hit, and recently we've been doing a really good job at that. Like on defense, the memo has always been everybody runs to the ball, and when you get to the ball, we gang tackle. We make sure we bring you down to the ground, and we've been really good at that. Just the preparation has been stop them, and we rather rather stop the short plays and keep making them drive the field on us, and people haven't been able to do that successfully against us.
Right. So y'all have a very, very young defense, starting with freshman linebacker Brody Vickner, the freshman nose guard Ahmad Cage, and the back end Jace Trosclair. Tell us a little bit about that and like how it has been for them and like your leadership role to them.
Well, it's been pretty simple, to be honest. Like, for example, Brody Vickner, his linebacker core, he has two seniors with him. Brody has Wayne Hemel and Cameron Galvez, and I mean, they're great players. They run, they're physical, and I mean, they're just textbook examples of who to follow. And then for Ahmad, he has Amari, for example. He has Deuce. Those are two really good players. They made district. They've been playing really well. Deuce has been player of the game these last few weeks. He's been leading Ahmad really well and just teaching him what to do. And then for Jace, for example, I mean, he also has two seniors. He has me, myself, and then he also has Jared Campbell. And I mean, me and Jared, we come to practice and we work. We get down to what business has to. And I mean, I guess he's just been following. And when you follow somebody like that, and when you follow Jared and people that give their whole heart to it, I mean, it's really easy to be good as long as you following in their footsteps and giving the same effort they are.
Right. So, were you expecting to be in this position at the end of the year, go and play for a state championship, the last game of the year? Were you expecting that, or were you surprised or shell-shocked?
I'm not really shell-shocked. I mean, we came into the season, we knew what we wanted to accomplish. This has always been the end goal. We always said that all the small wins, I mean, yeah, they matter, but I mean, this has always been the one we wanted from the get-go. And no, everybody on this team has put in energy and their heart, and they've been putting in effort since week one, since spring and all that. So I'm not surprised at all. I'm really just happy with how the season's come and how everybody's focused on and locked in towards this end route.
So this game against Southern Lab, are you nervous about it, or how you feel about it? How are they on offense, and like, what is like y'all's plan to stop them?
No, I'm not really nervous. I mean, yeah, it's an earlier game and it's something that we're not used to. We play on Fridays normally, but I'm excited. I'm ready for the game to be here, and I'm ready to really stop them and show them that this Rebel defense is really like that, and that the offense can hold their own too. And our plan kind of this week is they have a good QB. He's like a dual threat, and they run like a lot of options and like to drop him back and throw deep balls. So we're gonna be playing like a four front, and then like playing cover 3 in the backside, and then stuff like that. And then we also have what's it called? We have like a cover 3 front, so where we'd be playing backside, so where we could zone off and help each other in the backside, but we'd also be able to put some pressure on them and make them run.
Right. So y'all have a really good defensive coordinator, Coach Lastie. Tell us a little bit about him and how he has been towards you.
He's been amazing towards me, to be honest. He knows and tells me all the time what I'm capable of, and I mean, he holds me to that standard. If he sees I'm not having a good practice, or he sees me in game not doing stuff that I'm supposed to, he calls me out on it, and I thank him for it. He's gotten me to be the person I am today, and he's gotten me to be the football player I am today because of how hard he works me and how hard he wants me to be the person that I can be. He doesn't let me slack off, and he just keeps me 100% honest all the time.
Right. So a couple of these players on the team that you are on with right now, you've been playing for like 10 years. How does that feel, like being in y'all's last high school game together and just with people you've been around your whole life?
I mean, it's truly an honoring aspect of the game, and I mean, just shows that devotion can lead to so many good things. Like, a lot of these people, like you say, I've played with 10 plus years, and I mean, it's amazing to see how much we've grown, the players we've become, and honestly, I wouldn't rather do it with anybody else. I consider those people my family. These are my brothers, and I would do anything for them, and I can't wait to play Thursday with them.
So you all have an amazing back. Dedric Lastie, he's probably going to be an all-state back. Tell us a little bit about him and how he is in the locker room.
He's really calm in the locker room, but he keeps everybody motivated, keeps everybody ready. He comes into the locker room, letting you know what the day's gonna be. He talks his trash sometimes and makes you feel him. And I mean, you just always know he's there. He's just in the locker room. He's present. You just feel him, like you know he's there. You know you're gonna have a good day when he comes ready to play.
Right, right. So, a little bit more about you. Well, we like to talk about food on this podcast. Anywhere in the state, out of the state, where's your go-to place that you go and eat? You all dressed up, you looking good. Where you going?
I'm probably going to Fiery Crab. I love the seafood. The seafood's really good, and I mean, I don't know, something about it. It's just really good to eat.
What's your go-to plate? What you getting?
Probably getting a seafood boil platter, like the whole thing. Probably catfish, shrimp, all the shrimp, catfish, hush puppies, fries. Probably getting it all, to be honest.
Word. So, I like fiery crab too. But I haven't gone a lot. I only went once, and I got like the seafood pasta. It wasn't off the charts. So, give me a little bit more, cause I might go.
I mean,
And they're coming out with one in Laplace. You seen that?
Yes, I did. I mean, you got the snow crabs you can get. You got the crabs, but there's also just like po' boys and all that you can get, where you can get shrimp, roast beef, stuff like that. You can get the pasta, like you said, but you said the pasta wasn't that good. But there's also like catfish, shrimp, fries, crawfish, sausages, corn, just the normal stuff that you'd be able to get at a seafood place and boils and all that.
Mm-hmm. What about like in this area? What's your go-to place? You hanging out with the boys? Where you going?
It's for two for me. It's either Raising Cane's right there in Laplace or Waffle House. Those two are really good. We like to hang out there, eat food, talk about the day, talk about how football's going. Those are the two spots that we really hang out the most at.
I got you. So once football is over, what is gonna be your plan?
I currently have no offers yet, and I'm still talking to coaches, but I mean, I'm happy with how football's been in my life, and I wouldn't be mad if it ended here, because I think this would be a great way to end. But I mean, I'm still gonna go the college route, go get my education and all, and if I happen to end up a walk-on or end up on somebody's college football team, I'd be honored. But I mean, I think I've had a really good run with football, and I wouldn't be mad if it ended right here.
What about basketball? You're an amazing basketball player, all-district player. Are you excited about that?
Yeah, I'm excited for basketball season and what's to come, but I mean, I'm still focused on football right now, to be honest. And yeah, the season's coming up, and I'm excited for all the stuff that may hold for me, but there's only one goal in my mind right now, and that's to win this game Thursday.
All right. Thank you for being on, Jaedon Butler.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, today I'm here with Brock Bourgeois, the quarterback for the Riverside Academy Rebels. Tell me a little bit about yourself, Brock.
My name's Brock Bourgeois, like you said. I'm a sophomore here. Just play football, baseball guy. Really good academically, and just happy to be here.
So, Brock, walk me through your mindset for the state championship game.
Watching film, we know what we got to do. I think we're going to have to execute on everything, like passing, running the ball, being in the right places, doing the right things, and executing perfectly. I think if we do all that, I think we'll have a good shot of taking it back to reserve.
Right. So, we haven't been here in 7 years, right? How does that make you feel? I know Jordan, the last time he was here, he won it, and then went to the semis in his last year. How does it feel having him as a coach and like somebody who's already been there a bunch of times?
I think it's a good advantage. He's got experience just being in the dome. He's got great advice. He gives me great advice just from being in the semifinals and being in the dome and winning it. I think he gives me good advice. He knows what he's a great coach. He takes me through all my reads and stuff, and I'm thankful to have him.
So, walk me through the Vermilion Catholic game. I know it was very wet. The balls were wet, and y'all had to run the ball, and you were passing the ball really well too. Walk me through that game and what was going through your mind through the game, throughout the week before the game.
The whole week was just focusing on myself, focusing on like what I have to do to bring us to the dome, back to the dome, executing everything properly. And I think just at the game, everything just slowed down. Like, it was way faster practice than the game. It just slowed down. And I think, like, during the game, like, we had big and third downs, we had fourth downs. And I think just, like, from practicing that in practice, I think it just slowed everything down and just helped me execute way better and easier.
Every day at practice, you go against a top-tier defense, our defense, who has shut out 5 teams this year. How does that help you throughout the week to prepare for the teams that maybe aren't as good at defense?
I think it helps me out a lot because our defense, they give us amazing, like, a lot of different looks, and I think it just helps me reading defenses, telling like what they're going in, like cover 3, cover 4, palms. It doesn't matter. And I think it just helps me, like, it slows the game down even easier just because of, like, how sound they are and gap sound they are on defense.
Would you say you're prepared for Southern Lab, or what is their plan on defense that you've seen, and what is our plan to stop it?
I think we got a good game plan. I'm confident. They play cover 0. They're an all man. They stack the box up, try to stop the run. But I think we have a lot of plays that just like that's gonna exit out somebody, like keep somebody out of the box, just to make our offensive line easier to block. And I think it helps give Dedric some space because I know what he can do in space.
Right. So you do have a very good offensive line. Amari Alexander, a Southeastern commit, me, and then Tay Drake and Cooper Emmons. The whole offensive line made all district. Tell me a little bit about that and how that helps you.
Just by having confidence in them, I know they're going to do their best to protect me and give me some time to throw. And I think just that split second they give of just like fighting for me and blocking, I think it just helps me execute way easier.
Are you nervous about next year? Because I know they're a senior-led group and there's going to be no returning starters.
I'm not really nervous. I got confidence in the coaches. I know what they can do. I know how they can pull kids in from all over the place, and I think we can just, if we get some O-line in, like I know we're getting our skill back next year. I think we're going to be pretty good.
So you have 2 8th graders playing in a semifinals game. Walk me through like how it is having them at practice and what they're about. 2 8th graders, Kenrick Johnson and Chris Becknell.
It's unbelievable. 2 dogs, man. Throughout the year, I've been throwing to them the whole year. With routes on air, practice, team, whatever we got to do, like in the game and stuff. I think I got confidence in them. I know what plays they can make. Like Boogie made an amazing play on the verts, and then Chris on a big third down on the dagger route. I think he made a great catch there, and I just have full confidence in them that they can do what they got to do. I think they're mature really well, and I just have a lot of confidence.
So, you're leading the offense, right? As a sophomore quarterback, is that tough for you?
It's not really. I think being a quarterback it's a tough place to be mentally and physically. Just like running the offense, I think just by having I'm gonna say it again, like having Jaedon there helps me out a lot. He simplifies everything to like an extent, but it's also hard at the same time just for like passing and stuff. But I think it's just running the offense. I think it's pretty fun. Just getting everybody down, making sure everything's set, and just winning games.
Right. So you do have another person in the backfield that is a very good player. Dedric Lastie. He's rushed for over 2,000 yards this year. Probably going to be an all-state back. What would you say about him? Like, how is he in the locker room, being next to him every day?
It's great, man. Kid's got a great attitude. Love being with him in the backfield, man. Just like we got everything down to science. Everything's so clean on the handoffs, RPOs, everything that we have. It's just really clean, very clean. Rarely do we have like a little mess up or something, but we do it in practice to where just at the end of the practices, we just get everything right. We re-rep it just to make sure everything's good.
Right. So your defense has been playing very well these past few weeks. How would you say about like how that has helped you? They've held Vermillion Catholic. They shut them out, and that has not happened since 2021 when they played Abbeville, and the score was 43-0. Walk us through a little bit about that.
I think Coach Lashney and the whole defensive staff does a great job of just like getting a good game plan in, knowing how to stop the run, who to stop. Their quarterback was a really good player. He ran the ball really well, and he can also throw it. And I think they just did a great job of being able to stop the run, and our secondary just doing a great job of staying with our mans and just being able to just guard them up.
I got you. So in this podcast, we like to talk about food and stuff like that. So we know you're from Destrehan, right?
Yep, I am.
What's your go-to place in Destrehan? You hanging out with the boys? Where you going?
And we got that whole little section of we got that whole little strip of restaurants. I really like the sports pub would be pretty good. And then if you keep on going, they got the McDonald's right there. I don't really like McDonald's. Maybe on like a Friday night if Cane's is closed or something. But I'll go probably to Rotolo's, like right across the street from that. And every once in a while, depending on how I'm feeling, they got a Uchi Sushi right there. Get some hibachi and have some fun.
Right. So outside of Destrehan, what's your go-to place? Your favorite place to eat?
I like wings and stuff, but like I just like Hooters. Hooters would be something like just after a game day. But like go-to would probably be I like a Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, even though it's just unbelievably expensive, and it's kind of sad that they getting retaken over. So I might just have to go eat there one more time and get like a $500 steak just for no reason.
What's your go-to thing at those places?
I'll just get like steak and asparagus. If they have fries, I'll get some fries and stuff. But it's pretty much it.
What about McDonald's?
Oh gosh, I just get like a 10-piece nugget with some ranch and just get some fries if they're salted. And just smack them, just easy.
All right. Well, thank you for being on, Brock. Do you have anything else you want to say?
Hopefully everybody's here. Whoever's watching this, hopefully y'all all going to the Dome to support us. It's gonna be a great game. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
All right. Thank you.
All right.